Welcome to this week's energy forecast. I am Rachel Thompson Phillips, the creator of the BU Oracle cards, which is what I will be using today for this week's forecast. And I'm also the creator of the Intuition Alignment course, teaching people about how to connect to their intuition and how to be able to access that intuition in every part of their world. So this week, the energy forecast is for May the 21st through till May the 27th. And we are nearly coming to the end of halfway through this year. Can you believe it? So this week's overall theme is learn to connect with your inner wisdom. And how that unfolds is Monday and Tuesday is spiritual being. Wednesday through till Friday is trust is the key. And Saturday and Sunday is dreams coming true. So how does this all tie in with that main incorporating theme of connect with your inner wisdom? Very first card starts with the spiritual being. This card is about remembering that you are here on a human experience, that you have this human quality within you, and you also have this soulful spiritual quality within you. And it's a matter of meshing them together and understanding that our journey here as a human and as a spiritual being is that we are here to learn, grow, and develop. And so therefore we learn through experiences. So you would find that over maybe the last couple of days, or even coming Monday and Tuesday, you might be having some of those moments where you're like, I should have followed my intuition, I should have done this, or I could have done that, but you didn't. And so some people are finding that they're beating themselves up because they didn't follow their guidance. And therefore, that's making them lack more and more trust within themselves. Or it may even bring up some anger or frustration within your own self that you could be expressing with others, simply because you feel like, damn it, I didn't listen to myself again, and get really upset at yourself. This is this really important time to remember that sometimes we've got to go backwards and always to go forward. I did a video on this a couple of weeks ago, so I will put the link in here for you to be able to go in and listen to that video as well, to gain a deeper level of understanding about this first part of the energy and what could be occurring for you. So sometimes we have to go back, and sometimes we learn best by the opposite, by polar opposites. So in those moments of going, I should have listened, I could have done this, but you didn't. This is that time to take your foot off the brake and give yourself a break. This was a lesson for you to learn. The deeper meaning underneath that was for it to strengthen your conviction within your own self. Take the lesson from the experience, and therefore you can move on and see that that is part of your soul contract, is to have learned that. And you've learned that now. So just give yourself a break. Take a step back and just be like, okay, I learned from that experience, and I have learned a really incredible, valuable lesson about my own self, to believe in myself and follow that guidance, because I knew it to be right for my own self. And this is where some of the most greatest gifts are delivered through our polar opposites, for us to gain the deeper understanding of how important it is for you to follow that inner guidance, that inner wisdom, because your soul always knows your journey and is communicating to you through lots of different ways. And it also communicates by the polar opposites also too. And then we can take that through, because Wednesday through till Friday, you're going to be given that same bit of lesson again, but this time, because you've strengthened it from the polar opposite, you're going to have so much more conviction in your own self that next time some form of intuitive information that you know to be true for you comes through on Wednesday through till Friday, you are going to be stronger at being able to implement that intuitive guidance and be able to say yes to something or no to something, because this time it's not going to be unwavering, because you have that strength in conviction. So that's why it's so vital that we learn these lessons at the beginning of the week, so that we can utilize them and access them, because this bit of intuitive information is coming through, is tying you back in with your dreams. And that is why you need to have that strength and conviction I'll straighten them up, they're a little bit all over the place. It's going to help you strengthen that conviction that this is really, really important for you, and this all ties back in within your dreams. And that is why you needed to learn that valuable lesson. And this is where it's really important to be able to oversee certain experiences that come and not get pulled into the emotions of that. See into what the lesson is, see what the bigger picture is. There's sometimes that I always think that our soul must have a little bit of a giggle at each one of us, because we get ourselves so wound up about certain things. Yet that's exactly the experience we would need to have at that very point to bring us to our bigger picture. But if we get caught in the throes of those deeper emotions of beating ourselves up, and I could have done this and I should have done that, you don't see the lesson. So therefore it doesn't tie you back in, because if you continue to emotionally beat yourself up, what will happen is that when this new bits of information that comes through that ties you in with your dreams, you're not going to trust it. And that's not what your soul is saying for you. Take the lesson. You're going to be able to utilize all of that learning experience that you have just experienced right in the current present reality. And that is going to help you embrace more about connecting in with your intuition. It's going to take the relationship that you have with yourself to a deeper level. It's going to awaken new beliefs within yourself, and those are courage, motivation, determination, self-love, self-respect, boundaries, positive self-talk, because there is this beautiful stirring that's going on within everyone through this beautiful downloading process, where we are being downloaded with new information all the time. And this coming week, come Wednesday through till Friday, that some of that information that we haven't been able to gain access to is now going to be revealed to us. And so that is why we needed this experience where we did waver away from what was important for us, so that it could be strengthened at this time when we need it the most, which is copulating with believing in yourself and following those dreams. And in order to do that, we must first have that strength and conviction through listening to our inner guidance and our inner wisdom, that inner GPS that is always there to help us along our journey. This is the time that we start amping it up and start bringing it to the forefront and move all of those excuses that we have been putting in front of why we haven't been able to do certain things in our life. And now they're no longer going to be an excuse. They're almost going to be like something that we can just push to the side and be able to take that next step without there being so enveloped with so much fear. Now you're going to be able to take that step, and yes, there will be fear present, but it's not, that will be overshadowed because of how much confidence that you have in yourself. So as I said, this beginning week, please, if you've experienced this, take some pressure off yourself. Don't continue to keep beating yourself up. Go in. The greatest thing that you can do for yourself is go in and see what was revealed to you. What was your gift through that experience where you didn't follow your guidance? So this is a very, very exciting week, and I wish everyone an amazing week. And when trust is the key that comes up, it's a really time to be mindful of the signs and synchronicities that can occur and show up as ways in which to be able to help connect you in with this trust and with your dreams. Okay, so remember, signs and synchronicities turn up everywhere. So just be open and be receptive, and this can come when we take that pressure off ourselves and those expectations, and allow ourselves to remember that we're humans, we're here, we're learning, and we're evolving all the time. And the best way that we do that is through the experiences that we encounter along the way. So take care, have a fabulous week, and I will see you all again next week. Much love, take care.